Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB The Show has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today we wrap up the homestand with the third of three between the Detroit Tigers and the Oakland A's. The Athletics attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Kendall Graveman, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Really pitching well recently. He even won the Pitcher of the Month award in the American League. With all the other great starters in this league, that's really saying something. I think he's on top of his game, and I expect to see a solid performance out of him here.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Davis going back into the concrete staircases and gone.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
Into the box now, Jim Adduci. No balls and one strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Adduci, a Canadian native. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2003 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And Cabrera's not going to get a chance to swing it here if they'll just give him first on the intentional walk.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get within the zone yet.
And he is in there. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Candelario, originally from New York State. He's in his third season as a major league player. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. But the Tigers hit the board first on the strength of this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum, and Detroit is off to an early 1-0 lead. Matt Boyd gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he takes ball 1. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Semien is retired, and there's one away. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, they have to be looking for more out of Yunel Escobar. He's hit under 200 versus left-handed pitching all season long, and the way people are platooning these days, he may be a candidate for that. He's got to make some adjustments against the southpaws because it's killing him, and it's killing the team right now.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Well, this guy has proven he can make some athletic plays in the field, and he takes a decent round to the baseball here, but I'm not sure anybody is going to bring this one in. Ends up out of his reach and bangs up off the wall.
Here's Jed Lowry now as he puts it on the ground to third. Candelario is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. So stepping in, Matt Chapman. Come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the AL in RBIs. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, James McCann. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Well, today's game provides the A's with a chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
Digging in, John Hicks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hicks stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Again, a 1-2. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The 1-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Now batting, Mike Gerber, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. There's a strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order go the Tigers. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Here's Chris Davis now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Left fielder, Fred.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Davis waits on the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. A fastball that just misses inside. Nick Hundley will be next. Here it is on 3-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Settling in now, Nick Hundley. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
In there for a called strike. 3-2 now. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Machado backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And let's focus on former Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. He's dabbled all over the diamond from outfield to third base and has seemed to have found a home at first base. Everybody who plays this game wants to get a knock, to get on first base, to just be able to pick his brain on how he goes about it.
And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely. Stepping in, Marco Hernandez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On, he pops it up. Castellanos is after it. He can't get there as it falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So striding in, Keon Broxton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Broxton, a 27-year-old. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. It remains. Back now at the Oakland Coliseum on a fine day for baseball in the East Bay. Into the box, Pete Kozma. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Popped him up. Hundley is under it. He's got it one away. Dixon Machado digs in. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2. Popped high in the air. Graveman is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Into the box now, Jim Adduci. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. On the year, Adduci brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Miguel Cabrera would be next. And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Stepping into the box, Miguel Cabrera. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first.
Belted. Deep center field. Croxton going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first at bat in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. And that's waved at and missed. 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Semien gets his lead at first, nobody out. Tapped down the line, right to him. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Cabrera is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Has a look, now the pitch. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H, he was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 34.
Into the box now, James McCann. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 55. John Hicks.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Next up for the A's, Nick Hundley. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Castellanos is there to put it away for out number 1. In now, Yunel Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Cosmo has it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Marco Hernandez. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. A swing and a ground ball to third. Candelario ranges to his left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Mike Gerber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Dixon Machado digs in. 1 for 2 with a solo shot that came back in the first inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
Digging in now, Jim Adduci, and their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Hit back up the middle. Flips it underhand. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Keon Broxton looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. And it misses. 3-1 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Popped him up. Hicks shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground left side. And now this is bobbled in left. Semien rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Gerber has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And a relay to the plate. And the tag will be too late as they take the lead now at 2-1. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Matt Chapman, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Piscotty, the runner at first with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
High in the air into shallow left center. Cosmo is calling for it, and that retires the side. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. A couple of walks for him thus far.
Miguel Cabrera.
Can't say that I see the logic in this one, but they'll go ahead and intentionally walk the leadoff batter.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in once again, Nicholas Castellanos. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The 0-2 once more. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Here's another 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if they'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Into the box, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Striding into the box, James McCann. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 0-1's the count. Nope. And he misses with it. 1-1. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped weakly to the left. To Escobar for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Coming to the plate now, Chris Davis. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Now to the plate, Nick Hundley. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty, one man out. Hits this one hard the other way. Scooped up on the backhand. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Yunel Escobar. He was a ground out victim last time up. This is flared out towards second. And this is taken for the out. One. Stepping up to the plate, John Hicks. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now here it comes. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Next for the Tigers, Mike Gerber, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. In there for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Davis. And they can't run it down. The 0-2 once more. There's a fastball taken high for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Got him to go down swinging there. Mike Gerber goes down for out number 2 in the top half. This is skied into short left center. Broxton's on the move. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 2-1. Warwick Southpole gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Marco Hernandez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First pitch of the at-bat. A little roller toward the hole. Machado comes up with it. And there's one down now. Standing in, Keon Broxton. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. Hit in the air to shallow center. Machado trying to get there. He makes the running play. 2 down. Stepping up now, Marcus Semien. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ground ball right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Dixon Machado will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Daniel Kalum has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Ready now, Jim Adduci. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The A's leading by the slimmest of margins late in this one and trying to hang on and earn the series sweep.
One of the keys if you want to sweep the game is you're going to have to get some big outs in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're leading by a run as we're going towards the end of this game. Now it's time for the pitching staff to put this one under wraps. Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
The right fielder, number 9. Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Line drive to center field. Truxton will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. The next batter, Jamer Candelario. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. A's bullpen does its job. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the A's 2 and the Tigers 1. Jonathan Holder is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready for another shot now. Stephen Piscotty. Last time through was a base hit. He's set and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castellanos has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Jed Lowry. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. The 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gerber on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Lowry around second, headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 37 on the year. And the A's open it up 4-1 now.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Here's Chris Davis now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Now with the play, Nick Hunter. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Pause and the 0-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down and he's got himself a base hit. Digging in to try it again. Yunel Escobar. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. First pitch coming. Here it is. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Cosmo will put this one away and the side is retired. Next will be the designated hitter, James McCann. He was a double play victim last time around. Blake Trinan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And this one is gone. A home run. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Broxton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. At the plate, Mike Gerber. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Got him to go down swinging there. Mike Gerber retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Stepping in, Pete Cosma, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. 0-1 the count. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. There seem to be different philosophies. Punch out to end it, and the A's finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
4-2 the final score today. The Oakland A's used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Kendall Graveman earns his 12th victory in the ball game. Matt Boyd pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Blake Trinan records the save, his 28th on the season. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.